Hello everyone, Eric Lima here, yet you're watching another episode and video from my YouTube channel and vlog, in which I present to all of you my sentimental thoughts come from my heart and my soul, my mental oddball shenanigans come from my mind and brain. This is EML77 TV, episode 849, September 13, 2025, 41 p.m. We're about 9 days left of summer, and as the summer season's winding down, the weather gets starting to get a little cooler than usual. And I'm sure we'll probably get some Indian summer in the fall and all that. But the football season has started, ladies and gentlemen. And the New England Patriots picked up a huge victory in the first game of the season against the Miami Dolphins. The Patriots are led by the new quarterback, Cam Newton. He did very well for us. So the Cam Newton era is on the way here. And it's on the go, and I'm really excited to see what Cam Newton can bring to the table for the New England Patriots. Yes, we do miss Brady. Brady, 20 years for us, and I think he'll always will forever be a Patriot in our hearts. But the fact of the matter is that he's moved on to a new team. He's going to try his luck somewhere else and try something new. And I want to wish Tom Brady and Rob Gronkowski good luck. We found out that Steven Gostkowski went to Tennessee, so Mike Vrabel's got a former teammate to coach up, so this is pretty good. So the final score of that game was 21-11. So congratulations to the New England Patriots. I hope they do well this season, and also best of luck to all the other football teams. I hope they do well also this season. I got a lot to think about because the sermon at my church this morning, we were talking about loving your enemies, blessing them to curse you, and all that. And, as you know, I've been trolled on here, for 4 years because I gave someone a shout out, and my friendship with that person had nothing to do with his feud and everything else, and I've been trolled on constantly about this. And someone's making videos of me, making fun of me, saying all sorts of crap about me, and whatnot, and everything else, and, you know, it's a major concern that I have, and I've been trying to defend myself and everything else. So I decided, well, I'm going to go a different route about this and ask these guys the questions of what did I do to make you upset with me and have you make fun of me? Or, what did anything in your childhood happen to the point where you're taking your anger out on me and using this platform to do it? What made you angry, It's like, I think these individuals behind these troll channels are very, very, very hurt individuals, very, very hurt people that, there's something in their past that's happened to them to the point where it made them angry. And this is I think when they make fun of me, and they're hiding their real anger. And that's the thing, I try not making fun of anybody, but I try to reason with people. But these are angry individuals that I'm dealing with here. I think that's it. Very, very angry individuals. Like I said, my friendship with Jason DeCanio had nothing to do with his feud with Chuck Fitch or his friendship with Joe DeMarco. It's of our love for classical stuff like game shows and all that. I got made fun of being a boomer, make fun of my living quarters, being with parents and everything else. But I think it's just that there's anger behind those comments people make. Angry people, very angry people. I've been in their shoes before. I've been an angry person. I've been taking my anger out on people that I'm not supposed to and anything else like that. And this is before I even had an internet. I was a teenager. I was, I had a lot of things happening in my life, and things have not gone my way. And that's the problem. I think what's happening here is that these individuals are just basically throwing cyber temper tantrums, and they're trying to hide their anger by making jokes about me, making fun of me, and go, ha ha, you're a loser, ha ha, this and ha. I think, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that, they're hiding their real-time anger, and that's not how you should be, that's not how people should be, Yeah, I've been angry in the past, but I've learned, people make fun of me because I talk about my past. I talk about, everything. I try to share a lot of things is because I try not to reveal too much from my family drama or anything like that. I try to draw more of my life, my past. And And it's to the point where, yeah, I want to help others. I want to be encouraging to others, especially. And yeah, I know I deal with internet trolls. I dealt with people who bullied me and make fun of me before. And this is before I even had an internet. People make fun of the way I look, the way I talk, the way I do things, and the way I, the way I do things is a little differently, And it's to the point where, it's like they feel that I'm not living up to the expectations of what society is all about. So they have to come down and make fun of me for it. Come on, come at me and make fun of me for it, whether it be here on the internet or out in real life or anything like that. It's like, for what reason? It's like I think there's a lot of angry individuals. Very angry people, and sometimes, their anger is kind of misguided, and, so why they take it out on me? They think it's funny, they think it's, they think all my comments are funny and all that, and I've realized that these people need our help. And I remember what my Pastor Dave talked about this morning, so I figured, I want to draw on that a little bit and say, hey, listen, let me help you. I don't know why you're making fun of me. I mean, I've done nothing wrong to you. And listen, my life is not perfect. I'm not perfect. Nobody's perfect here on this earth. That's the way, we're only human, like that song, Humanly. I'm only human, of flesh and blood, I'm made. Yeah, but you know what? I made mistakes in the past. I make mistakes in the present, and I'll make mistakes in the future. Listen, living a perfect life and trying to be perfect and trying to be holier than thou and whatnot, it's not that easy. It's not. It's a lot of people say, okay, I have a big house, nice cars, good-looking husband or wife or girlfriend, boyfriend, anything like that, and they think, oh, that makes you better than me. But let me tell you, it doesn't work out that way. It's not one who dies with the most toys wins. It's not like that. It's more like, what you got in here, what you got inside your heart, and what's inside your heart really, and how you can use the gifts and that you've been given, how to use what's inside your heart to use that and share that with the people. And yeah, life is not easy. I've always expected to be made fun of, But then again, sometimes, some of the stuff the trolls will say to me would make me think. Would make me think. It's like, okay, there's a reason why all this is going on. It has to be beyond my friendship with Jason DeCanio. It has to be more than that for them to keep harping up on me like this, and then all of a sudden using videos from my sisters to get involved and say so many inappropriate things about them, and it's not really cool. When I agreed to do a video with my sisters, I did because, one, I support them and I support their channel. It doesn't matter if they got more views than me. It doesn't matter if they got more subscribers than me. All that matters is they get the word out and make people aware of autism, the brain trauma surgery, And I know I told these internet trolls that it's not right to make fun of people like that, and and what these trolls were doing, especially in the News with Public Fun channel, was do these videos to blatantly disrespect. And I'm trying to say, hey, what you're doing is not right here. You got to stop it, or else you get in trouble. I want you, I want them to do something positive with their channels, like share their likes and dislikes, not just go after other people because you think that you're above them. You think that you think you're better than them and all that, and all of a sudden coming at me. It doesn't work that way, I don't know if it's they're trying to get me off the internet or what, because nothing they're doing solves anything, and nothing they're doing or saying solves anything. It's not going to solve their problems in their lives. If they're angry and upset about their lives and then take it out on those who have supposedly the easy life, like me, my life is not easy. I don't have the easy life. I wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning just to go out there and do a job, and then afterwards clock out and go home. Make money. It is not, one thing they got right is that it's not the 80s anymore. I mean, listen, I was a kid in the 80s, and they supposedly said I lived a sheltered life. Listen, my parents let me do whatever the heck I want to an extent. Since I live in their household, I have to obey the rules. All right, and that's the only difference. I'm old enough to do whatever the heck I want, but I'm not going to, they don't want, listen, I'm not going, I don't have a girlfriend, and that's okay. And I'm cool with that, listen, I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't do drugs. And I don't do any of that, because mommy and daddy don't want me to. I choose that. I chose not to drink. I chose not to smoke. I chose not to do drugs. I watched enough TV to see what the effects of alcohol, drugs, and cigarettes can do to your health. And what it can do to you, it can ultimately kill you in the end. And so I'm like, so that's why, I see it, it scares you to the point where, it scares you to the point where to say, hey, I'm not supposed to drink any alcohol because you can get arrested for it, for DUI. If you're driving, drink and drive, you can get into an accident, you can kill somebody, and it's not right. And that's why I choose not to drink alcohol. And then when it comes to smoking, I see what smoking can do to people. It can give you cancer. It could, it can hopefully kill you in the end. That's why I decided not to smoke. And then you got, you got the drugs. I see a lot of people get addicted to drugs, man. And including people that I've known in my life. And it costs you a lot of money to get these drugs, and you can it makes you do things that you don't normally do. And that's why I decided not to do any drugs, And yet people say I live the sheltered life because mommy and daddy don't want me to do any of this stuff, It's not that because my mommy and daddy don't want me to do any of this stuff. Is my parents do love me and they do care about me and they want me to do they want what's right for me, but also they love me, and that's the most important thing to me. And listen, there's lots of times me and my father don't see eye to eye on a lot of things. And but he still loves me and I still love him. My mother and I, my stepmother and I, we get along, we love each other. And, my mom loves me, I love my mom. Because, even my biological mom passed away, I still loved her. It's sad that she's gone, my biological mother's been gone for 8 years. And, and my stepmother stepped in 87, in 88 when she got married. When my stepmother married my father in 88, I officially adopted her as my mother, because I started calling her mom, because my sister Cora at the time was only 1.5 and 2, and I felt like as the big brother I needed to set that example. And that's why when I first met my stepmother, I started calling her by her name, Cheryl. And how little kids can pick up on that and copy. And it's just really, it is a sad, okay, and just people make fun, people had made people made fun of me in the past. Am I upset about this? Am I am I upset? Usually I get really infuriated about a lot of things that have been happening to me in the real world, and everything has happened to me and all that. But, I've learned to be calm, assess the situation and think about this. And that's why, I try to live my life the best way I know how, and the best way I can. Is it easy living the life that I'm living right now? Is it easy accepting the life, the way things are right now? No, it's not. And instead of being angry and miserable about it, I want to, try to do things to keep my mind busy. And this YouTube channel happens to be one of them, because what's on my mind and what I want to talk about. And life is not going to be rainbows, unicorns, and puppies, and all that good stuff, you know. And it ain't gonna be tiptoe through the tulips, through the tulips. I'm trying to be funny here, you know. Bear with me, people. And forget my nose. What is up with my nose? I gotta start shaving the hairs on my nose. TMI. Anyways, yeah, I'm gonna have to get these nose hairs out of here pretty soon. It's starting to aggravate me. Anyways, yeah, see, I'm not afraid of being myself, you know, and sometimes, yeah, you know, I'll do things, you know, and people get aggravated about the little quirks that I have and that I do, and it's like, okay, I'm like, this is me, you know, I'm sorry for, you know, for being myself. You know, if people don't like me being myself, I cannot change for you. All right? I'm not here to please you guys at all. I'm not here to please the people on Earth. You know, I'm trying to use my gifts so that I can, you know, inspire people and just, you know, the gifts that God's given me to inspire people. Am I perfect? No. Am I holier than thou? No. Am I goody two-shoes? No. I'm not any of that. I'm just me. I'm just Eric Lima. You know, I use my initials, EML, and the number 77 represents my birthday. And TV, it could mean two things, television or the verified. And because I've been verified as the one and only Eric Lima. I don't know, you know, listen, there's, you know, I don't know why people would make fun of me on the internet, you know. There's somebody crapping, I don't know if somebody crapped in their Cheerios or something like that. And, you know, or took a dump in their bathtub and, you know, and they don't want to clean it out or something like that. I don't know what to make, what happened to make them angry at me all of a sudden. Did I offend them? If I offended anybody on here or any of my social media platforms, I do apologize. You know, listen, I'm going to, like I said, I'm going to make mistakes. I'm a human being, and just, you know, I'm just trying to live my life the best way I know how. You know, it isn't, like I said, it's just, life's never been easy. It's never been easy. You know, people make fun of me and my personality if I get angry and all that, and I think some of these trolls try to do that just to get a rise out of me, and they've done that. They succeeded in that. And I'm trying to learn to back up, and then all of a sudden I'm trying to learn, okay, I'm going to approach this differently, ask them a lot of questions, you know, like, okay, what made you want to do this to me? What, you know, why are you doing this to me? You know, what did I crap in your Cheerios or something like that? You know, did I make you angry in the past or something like that? Is there something about me that's annoying? You know, a lot of people think that I'm a nuisance. You know, they say, listen, I know people are not gonna, there's some people out there not going to like me, and you know what? I'm not worried about that, you know. And there's people out there that hate me. You know, people that I know out there that hate me. And I already know this. I kind of already know this. It's like, you know, it's not like, you know, it's not like I was born yesterday or something like that. I wasn't born yesterday. And listen, I had people that didn't like me even before I didn't even have an internet. You know, it's like, dudes. Like I said, I'm 43 years old. I've been through around the block and back, man. I've seen a lot of things happen in my life, okay? And you don't have to tell me what I am, who I am, and I don't need you guys to tell me who I am in life. You know, I know who I am already, and you know, listen. Whatever it is I've done, I apologize. Whatever it is I said, I apologize. You know I can be. I'm putting up videos left and right and all that, and just, you know, I want to let people know. You know, I want to share my life. If people don't like I tell people, if you don't like my videos, if you watch even a portion of it, give it a thumbs down, just move on. Don't give me the reason why, just move on with your life. You know, just move on, you know, or don't bother watching them. Don't bother subscribe to my channel. If you like my videos, you like the content I bring, hey, you know, you can give it a thumbs up, ring the bell, and subscribe to me. Tell your friends and say, hey, this guy's really cool. He's legit. He's real. And that's the way it is. You know, I don't sugarcoat anything. You know, I try to, you know, listen, my life is not easy. You know, my life has not been easy since the 80s. I mean, you guys just make fun of me because, my ex-crush situation and all that. I need to delve deeper than that. You you need to look back at my life, you know, and I'm gonna have to talk about my life all over again, because the fact of the matter is that a lot of you folks don't know the real, don't know who I am, you know, really, you know, don't know what actually basically don't know what I've been through in my life, and so, and you base all your facts off the videos I make and everything else, and you know, you complain about me talking about my ex-crush. Well, that's a big part of my past, you know. Sometimes if you don't remember your past, you're doomed to repeat it, and that's the thing. Another thing too is that's why I talk about my things about my past sometimes, because you're doomed to repeat it if you don't remember it. You know, if you decide to forget it. You know, I'm not complaining about my past. You know, listen. It happens. It happens. You know, things happen. You know, there's nothing I can do about it. You know, I can't build a DeLorean and turn it into a time machine with 1.21 gigawatts and hop back in with a flux capacitor and hop back in time and try to fix everything and tell my 18-year-old self, hey, you know, you need to start focusing on yourself and all that. And that's what I would have done. You know, when I shared that post on Facebook, what do you tell your 18-year-old self? 18-year-old self, I say, focus on you. Worry about you. Don't worry about the dramas. Don't worry about anything else. Just focus on you. Focus on serving God, or focus on the music, focus on everything. You know, focus on you. Just stay focused on your life. You know, be with the ones you love, and you know, be with your family and all that. You know, I would have gone deeper back in time to I would have gone 43 years ago. Not 43 years ago. 30 years ago, back in 1990. And I would have told my 13-year-old self, just worry about you. Worry about succeeding in school, worry about trying to, worry about being yourself, and worry about, serving God, and just worry about it. Don't worry about, I would have said, listen, that girl over there, Paulette, do not worry about her. Do not even think about her. Just, I would have told my 13-year-old self that, and I would have sat down and said, listen, when I was your age, give my 13-year-old self something to think about, So, listen, people make fun of me. Hey, that's the way it is. But sometimes you get, sometimes you say there's got to be a method to their madness. What's behind it? Why are they behaving like this? Why are they going after me like this? Or after my family like this? Is there something that you don't like? Like I said, before. You make fun of my speeches, the way I talk, the way I do things, and y'all take some bits and pieces of the videos and these trolls and this, make them distorted and, with the voices and all the crazy things. And, every time I'm angry, some of these idiots think I'm demon possessed and all that. And, and just, basically, they think listen, they think my life sucks and everything else in between, and just, it's just, this is the way my life is. This is my life, and, what can I do afterwards? So, all I can do is just say, why would you do this? What made you angry? Are you guys that angry with me to the point where you threatened to shut down my channel? You threatened to tell everybody everything? And I think like I said, all these trolls are doing nothing but elementary schoolyard tactics, and I will not give in to them. So listen, I've been through too much in my life to even act like I don't know their tricks in the book. Listen, there's a lot of things in my life I've already known about, and you guys claim that I don't know. Listen, I'm 43 years old. I've been around the block. I've been through a whole lot. You guys don't understand, and that's what I'm trying to make here. And just listen, and the reason why, like I said, I'm really proud of Jaira and Jasmine to put their own video up. But they are going. I warned them that they're going to be a target for trolls, and and all you got to do is just keep blocking and reporting them. That's what you need to do, and that's what I'm going to do too. Even though I had to respond because, this News Republic Fun channel has really taken it too personal when he uses some of my sister's videos in it, and just and they're very, very sensitive, from an emotional standpoint, and for these trolls to make fun of them like this, just because I'm their brother, and you mess with me, you mess with my family, and that's not really cool. You made it too personal, and that's why I'm going to keep reporting the channel and keep saying, hey, this is what they're doing. I want them shut down. I want this channel gone. And if you keep disrespecting people like that, you're going to get exposed, and you're going to be in trouble for it. I'm not here to bully anybody. I'm not here to be angry or anything like that. I'm just trying to be a helpful person and try the best way I can, But sometimes I have to be stern and firm. Yeah. Be stern and firm and say, hey, enough's enough. Gotta stop it. You gotta let it go. I think it's time for you guys to move on. Let this whole thing go. Let it go. Just move on. Troll somebody else. Go troll a politician. I think the politicians are the bigger problem right now in our country. And, or go troll people that are just basically being true criminals, not these stupid schoolyard tactics of those who were trying to live their lives and, have mental disabilities and all that. People can have disabilities from a mental standpoint, not just physical, and, being half autistic can be that. And, I'm not using it as an excuse, and this is the way I am. I try to keep things under control and try to learn. I learn a lot. I like to learn how to use my voice and channel my feelings, and it's something and listen to God's wisdom. And sometimes I'll do things that God does not approve of, and I always apologize to the Lord. I always ask Him to forgive me of that. My life is not perfect. I'm not perfect, and I'm trying to prove that. And listen, I don't have the perfect life. I'm not better than anybody else. I'm not a holier than thou. I'm not a goody two shoes. I'm just plain old Eric Lima. Plain old Eric Lima. That's me. I like video games. I like music of the 80s and 90s. I like going to church and communicating with my church family, reading the Bible. I like watching wrestling, watching football with the New England Patriots are on, baseball with the Red Sox. I like going on the internet, finding things of the 80s and 90s, and make wallpapers, be creative with the you see the thumbnails. I'm creative with the thumbnails. I like talking about wrestling. I like talking about my life, and people aren't going to make fun of my life, Listen, because I had this saying back in the day when I was working at Ruby Tuesday: if people don't like me, they don't understand anything about me. And and I think things they say or do sometimes really will frustrate some of these people, and they take their anger out on me. They get upset with me. It's like they want to rip their hair out, I feel like in the modern day Gomer Pyle, and the sergeant, and I forget the sergeant's name, and every time Gomer Pyle says something, the sergeant's like, I think some of you guys some of these internet trolls are like that, and some of the haters and bullies are like that. And I try to say something that tries to keep it together and all that, and always trying to say something positive, and they're like, I frustrate people, and I'm laughing, and I'm kind of cracking up, and just I'm not saying ha 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 ha, ha 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 ha, and just and just I just listen, I'm trying to share my life, and if people don't like it, people don't like what I have to say or anything else, like I said, just just forget my channel, forget my videos, and just move on, man. Even if you watch a portrait of it, give it a thumbs down. Don't give me a reason why. Just move on. Just move on. Just move on. I don't want to hear it. Listen. If people have a problem with me being just me, and then you need to do some soul searching, my friends. That's all I'm going to say. I always search your hearts and search your souls. That's all I'm asking. And just trying to think about it. So I'm hoping to get some answers from the questions I had to ask. And I think I'm going to try to be more full of questions towards the internet trolls and then, excuse me, sorry, Chinese food, good, you know. I'm trying to, you know, try to be more full of questions like, okay, what caused you guys to be like this and why, and you know, try to dig deep into their hearts and see if I can try to reach them and touch them and all that, and just, you know, it is something to consider, you know, and it is something to consider, you know. Instead of being angry at these trolls and making fun of them, and that's what they want you to do, but then you try to go, okay, I'm going to do a different route. Ask them questions, you know. What makes you guys think this, you know? You know, if they don't give you the answer that you want, you just keep asking questions, you know. Because they know, you know, they think that you don't know, but you know. Listen, they think I don't know, but I know because, listen, I'm 43 years old. I've been through a lot of things in my life, man. I experienced a lot of things that, you know, nobody has experienced here, you know, here in the present, you know. It's the way, you know, things happen, you know. You know, people have a problem with me just being plain old Eric Lima, and I'm not going to change for anybody because, I don't think changing my personality and changing my names or anything like that is going to solve all my problems. You know, it's not going to bring back what I have lost. You know, and you know what I mean. It's not going to bring anything back to what I've lost. It's not going to solve my problems. I'm not going to change my name. I'm not going to change my looks. I'm not going to change my personality just because people want me to. You know, if I do it all for me. That's what, you know. And even my parents encouraged me to be who I am as me, and they love me for who I am, not what I look like and all. I don't care about what society thinks or what the internet trolls think, or I should not care about what the bullies, trolls, and haters think. I shouldn't care about what society thinks. I know who I am. If I don't think of, you know, it's like they make fun of me if I don't think the same way they do. You know, and that's not right either. You know, who are they to make me think the same way I do? I don't know, but be that as it may, I'm just thankful that, you know, I'm here, I'm alive, and just like I said, I have no problem being plain old Eric Lima. Yeah, if people don't like it, hey, you know. I just, you know, just move on with your lives, guys. You know, you don't like me, you know, if you're a friend of mine on Facebook and you're starting to grow tired of me, you can delete me as your friend or unfollow me on Twitter and block me if you have to. But don't get in the war of words with me, because I will defend myself feverishly if I have to. But if this is all a game to you out there, then I'm not just ignore you and cut you out. That's all I'm going to do. And, you know, you guys from me supporting my sisters on their YouTube endeavor, supporting my family and being there for them. If people have a problem with that, then you need to get your head checked and your heart searched and your soul searched, and you need to get right. You know, you need to get right mentally, because I think personally there's something wrong with you if the people have that problem. You know, listen, my life may not be the best, but I don't blame anybody else. I refuse to blame my parents. I refuse to blame God. I refuse to blame my relatives or friends. I refuse to blame anybody. You know, my life did not go the way it wanted, because sometimes it's because of me. Sometimes it's the decisions I made, and I choose. You know, I felt like what I need to be safe from, and you know, and sometimes, you know, things happen. You know, things happen, and sometimes, you know, you make a decision, and then circumstances happen that force you to back. Like I said, I was supposed to move in with my sister and my brother-in-law a couple of years ago, and then everything happened to not go as planned, and I ended up staying here. I would have, right now, I would have moved in, and I would have had a better place to live in and everything else, and I decided to give it a shot. At first, I didn't want to, because I loved this family so much, and I didn't want to, but then, unfortunately, things happened with my sister and my brother-in-law, and they said, well, we can't have you move in, so I moved some stuff in, but then I ended up moving all the way back in. I said, okay, and, we, for a while, in those first few months back in 2018, we were still trying to rack our brains wide, because I was gung-ho for it and ready to go, and, I was looking forward to spend some time with my brother-in-law, be competitive with him, do my YouTube show with him and something like that, but things happen the way things happen, and, what can I do, Possibly God has given me a different direction, or or God must have protected me from something that terrible would have happened that happened that day, especially around, was it the week before my other sister Jewel got married, where everything, my sister Cora came out with everything, and decided not to speak to our family at all, which is really hurtful, but, it has happened. It has happened. It's, what can you do? But, there's nothing I could do but to accept, keep my sister Cora in my prayers, and just try to continue living my life as me, and try to be me, and try to do what's right. There's nothing I can do. Sometimes you got to pick yourself up and dust yourself off, and move on, forge forward. That's what we need to do. And like I said, people have a problem with me being just plain old Eric Lima, then, like I said, you need to search your hearts, you need to search your souls, and you need to get your head checked. This is who I am. This is the way I am. That's the way I'm going to be. Just plain old Eric Lima. And I like it. And I'm very thankful for it. Well, I know I've gone longer than I used to go, so I want to thank you guys for tuning in, and I know you guys possibly want to know, what's always on my mind and my heart, from my heart and my soul, sentimental thoughts indeed. So episode 849 is complete. Like I said, there's 9 days left of summer, so try to enjoy the beautiful weather you can, because the fall's going to hit, and then they're going to have to wear jeans and hoodies and all that good stuff. And then you're going to be diving into leaves, raking leaves, sweeping leaves, and there is usually some snow falling around in October, especially around late October or something like that in November. And it happens too, so be well aware of that. So that'll be hilarious in itself. So I'll see you guys later. You guys have a wonderful day. Have a good rest of the evening, and I will see you on episode 850. That will give me 150 episodes away from reaching 1,000 episodes of this channel itself. I'm trying to do that towards the end of the year. So, peace, guys, and remember, I'm just plain old Eric Lima, no one else. Have a good night.